Welcome to Story Voyage, where incredible and heart-wrenching stories come to life. Today, we're diving into a story of betrayal and heartbreak that unfolded right in front of innocent eyes. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss a single detail. I wish I could say this is something I never saw coming, but deep down, I think I knew. It's the kind of gut feeling you brush off, telling yourself you're just being paranoid. But the truth has a way of surfacing, and when it does, it doesn't hold back. My wife, Ellie, and I had been married for 12 years. We had two amazing kids, Ava, 10, and Jake, 8. On the surface, we were the picture-perfect family. Weekends at the park, family dinners, and laughter that echoed through our home. But over the past few months, Ellie had become distant. She was constantly on her phone, leaving the room to take calls, and working late more often than usual. I asked her about it a couple of times, and her answers were always dismissive. Work is crazy right now, or you're overthinking things, Dave. I wanted to believe her. I wanted to trust her. The doubts gnawed at me. Then came the night it all unraveled. It was a Friday, and Ellie had told me she'd be late because of a work meeting. I decided to surprise her by taking the kids out to her favorite restaurant for dinner and picking her up afterward. Ava and Jake were excited, and I thought it'd be a nice gesture to show her we missed her. We arrived at the restaurant around 7 p.m. The place was bustling, but as soon as we walked in, my heart dropped. There, at a table near the window, was Ellie. She wasn't alone. She was with a man I didn't recognize, and they were sitting too close. His hand was on hers, and they were laughing in a way that was far from professional. It felt like the air had been sucked out of the room. Ava was the first to notice. She tugged on my sleeve and whispered, "Isn't that Mom?" Jake followed her gaze and frowned. "Why is she with that guy, Dad?" I didn't know what to say. My mind was racing, a mix of anger, heartbreak, and confusion. But before I could decide what to do, Ellie looked up and saw us. Her face turned pale, her laughter freezing mid-sentence. The man she was with followed her gaze and quickly pulled his hand away, but the damage was done. "Daddy, what's going on?" Ava asked again, her voice trembling. Ellie stood up and walked toward us, her expression a mix of panic and guilt. "Dave, it's not what it looks like," she started, but I couldn't even process her words. "Not what it looks like," I repeated, my voice louder than I intended. The restaurant had grown quiet, and I could feel people's eyes on us. "Ellie, our kids are standing right here." Ava started crying, and Jake looked like he didn't understand what was happening but knew it was bad. I turned to them and said, "Let's go, guys, we're leaving." Ellie tried to stop us, grabbing my arm. "Dave, please. Let me explain." "Explain to them," I said, gesturing to Ava and Jake, "because I'm done listening to lies." We walked out, leaving Ellie standing there. Ava cried the whole drive home, and Jake sat in stunned silence. I didn't know what to say to them. How do you explain something like that to your kids? Ellie came home about an hour later, and we had the ugliest fight of our marriage. She admitted to having an affair with the man, a co-worker, but swore it was over. She begged for forgiveness, saying it was a mistake, that she loved me and the kids, and that she'd do anything to fix things. But how do you fix something like that? The trust was shattered, and our kids had seen everything. It's been a few weeks since that night. We're in therapy now, trying to figure out if there's anything left to salvage. I'm here for my kids first and foremost. They deserve a stable home, even if their parents can't be together. But every time I close my eyes, I see her sitting at that table with him, laughing like we didn't exist. And that's the part one can't get past. Thank you for joining us on Story Voyage today. If this story resonated with you or kept you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. And for more gripping stories, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep exploring the stories that shape our lives.